Hey, what's up everyone? Tedrick85 here with some more fun with FIFA 10. And today's match is going to feature Southampton versus Stoke City. Now, both these teams have had slow starts to the English Premier League season this year, but now both of them are starting to find form and are sitting at around the mid-table and in the top half of the table, especially Southampton. Though Stoke has actually been the more informed team, but yeah, these are two teams that people expected to do decent this year, and like I just said, they had slow starts, but they're coming around, and as you can see, Stoke, Rory Delap will be a threat with his long attacking throw-ins. They will look to get the ball along to Peter Crouch, and they'll free up space and attack down the wings. As you can see, the star player here is Marko Arnautovic, which is the former Werder Bremen striker. And also an Austrian international, which, by the way, Austria will be competing in the European Championships next year, which I think should be quite exciting, especially with teams like Iceland and Wales, and it looks like, as I'm recording this right now, Hungary is going to be advancing to that tournament too, so should be an exciting tournament. And it's nice playing at Southampton. I know I played against these guys in my very first Fun with FIFA 10 video when I played as Newcastle, but as you can see, they're playing like a 4-4-1-1 formation here with Lallana as center forward and Lambert being the striker, and Stoke City's playing more of a 4-4-2 formation with Crouch and Arnautovic and forming the striker partnership up front, but I didn't see Lallana starting things off here. And this is not like the Sheffield Wednesday game. Southampton gets off to a pretty decent start here, and as you can see, Adam Lallana with a good goal there. Of course, Jason Puncheon plays for Crystal Palace now, but okay, that is one thing about Southampton. They are kind of thin in the winger position, and instead of giving him to Crystal Palace, I just decided to keep him on Southampton. But I was so happy to get that goal to start off with.
Plenty of cover there.
You see Puncheon trying to win the ball there off of Jermaine Pennant. Last I heard, he signed for Wigan. I'm not sure. I doubt that he still plays for them now. I don't remember seeing him on their squad. But as you can see, Lallana pressing forward again. And once again, he gets a good goal. Once again, favoring that far post there. And before you know it, it's 2-0. 2 goals in 6 minutes. Whereas my last video took me 20 minutes to get my first goal. One thing about Lallana in this game, as you'll find out, his form kind of takes a big dip here after that second goal. Once again, Puncheon just could not get the ball off of Pennant there. See Ricky Lambert now playing for West Bromwich Albion. One could say he made a mistake by signing with Liverpool, but that is his boyhood club, and any opportunity you can to play for your boyhood team, I don't blame him for taking it, so. As you can see there, it's 3-0 Southampton already. Three goals in 10 minutes. And if you're playing against Stoke, do your best to try not to have the ball go towards Peter Crouch, because he will punish you. And see Lallana tried to score there, which, in his defense there, he did kind of get held up there by the Stoke defender. And see Lambert trying to make something happen there along the left-hand side. Lallana was just waiting for that one. Ryan Shawcross, the controversial Stoke centre back. Which Lallana should have got the hat-trick right there. I mean, that was an easily makeable shot there. And the angle wasn't too tough either, so he should have made the most of that. Schneiderlin, who now plays for Manchester United alongside Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw's not in this squad, but Lallana blowing another opportunity. Yeah, I was kind of getting frustrated with him at this point. I'm like, don't you want the hat-trick or not? Schneiderlin with a missed tackle there.
It's all about concentration. They've got none of that today.
Lambert trying to press forward because at this point I figured he would start scoring because Lallana didn't want his hat-trick, so trying to make something happen here, which good stop there by Sorensen.
Crouch.
Which I don't know what Stephen Davis was trying to do there.
Needs to protect the ball better.
And I'm not passing it to Stephen Davis, the Northern Ireland international. Another team we'll be seeing in Euro 2016. And a good goal there by Lambert, which he gets his second goal of the game.
He would be closed down. The savings he's offering are terrible. 2 goals under his belt and he just looks for one.
Once again, it's Pennant versus Punchin. And that time Punchin actually wins that one. Tries to make something happen. No, he ends up losing possession anyway.
Oh, he's in the clear. He's got away.
Punchin trying to score. Once again getting dispossessed.
Important to retain possession.
Ooh. And of course, Lallana shanked that, which by all rights I should have been called offside there because he was in an offside position. Alderweireld, actually center back, but can play as a left, or should I say right back in this case.
He's got a chance here.
Of course, Lallana trying to make something out of nothing there, which to no avail.
Gets it away.
Hoivel there with a nice tackle, once again with a nice tackle.
That's a really good ball.
Lambert trying to make something happen here. And he does, and he ends up getting his hat-trick. 5-0 Southampton, which at the beginning of the game you could have sworn that Lallana would have been the one to get the hat-trick first, but Lambert, being the striker, ends up proving why he's up front in this starting lineup, and he ends up burying it. Oh, I'm so glad that back pass worked out and ended up not going to a Stoke player. I would have been upset. See how I lose possession once again. Jose Fonte with a nice thing. I wonder why the Stoke players do that. They just stand there once they get the ball. And Lallana finally gets his hat-trick. Took him long enough.
Beautiful build-up. Then the one-on-one, and what a finish at the end of it. That was counter-attacking.
Here we go, it's 6-0.
We'll have to start digging in a skate tunnel if this continues.
And while I'm recording this, I just saw that Hungary just made it 3-0 aggregate against Norway, so it looks like they're most definitely going to Euro 2016, but as you can see there, I didn't quite do the job I wanted to in the free kick, but luckily Crouch shanked that shot anyway, so... Now, if he would have been in the box, if it was like from a corner kick, and he would have been able to get his head on it, then he's lights out. You'll always definitely give up a goal in that position, but luckily I was able to escape from that, which... He's such a difficult player, especially when he does get in the box, because with his size, he can make any center back have a challenge just trying to defend him. And see Stephen Davis with the goal right there, wearing the captain's armband, not only for Southampton, but also Northern Ireland.
And then finish like that. It's a brilliant goal.
And once again, it's 7-0 at the first half here, which we're in stoppage time right now.
It's been a stunning.
And that's the end of the first half. Southampton with a 7-0 lead over Stoke. And I think that's Rory Delap there. I didn't quite catch that name, but seeing some of these match stats, 0 assists and 78% shot accuracy, and once again I have 2/3 of the possession. Stoke starts things off here in the second half. No lineup changes as of yet. Pennant trying to make something happen, of course easily dodges Punchin, which I was quite surprised by the poor performance Punchin had in this game, but luckily it wasn't too much of an impact to really cause problems, but then again, Jermaine Pennant is a good player, so... And I was real lucky not to give up a goal there, and that's what I'm talking about with Peter Crouch. He makes life a living nightmare for any defense, especially with his size and the way he can just finish off a play. And I was real lucky not to concede a goal there.
Got himself into a good position.
Schneiderlin trying to make, which I was quite happy it was actually managed to pull off that pass there, but Stoke defense up to the task.
He's recovering well there.
Planchini was trying to shoot there for some weird reason.
Couldn't have timed that better.
Arnautovic escaping that, and escaping that one too, which,
Well under pressure there.
once again, he still gets a hold of the ball.
Keeper was determined to get to the ball first there.
Brooke getting the ball though, but
This time then.
yeah, that should have never happened. As you can see, Southampton's defense is really starting to bend a little bit, but luckily it isn't broken yet with breaking. And you see Lambert putting that one away. His 4th goal of the game, making it 8-0 Southampton.
He had brilliant control.
Lambert with 4 goals, Lallana with 3, and Stephen Davis with 1. And see Glenn Whalen coming off and Peter Odemwingie coming on for Stoke. I'm not sure if Odemwingie's still playing for Stoke or if he's at Cardiff, but I know whenever he was at West Brom, he made a big stink because he wanted to get transferred, and he created a whole mess, especially since his transfer out of West Brom didn't go through.
Odemwingie. Tennant. Odemwingie.
Odemwingie's one of those players which can be unpredictable, so make sure you put defensive pressure on him, give him as few opportunities as possible. It's a beautiful stadium. And I think it's just a generic oval style stadium from I'm trying to think back to the beginning of the game, but it's not it's not like a name stadium. It is a generic stadium, but boy is it beautiful. Which, good defense there. It looked like Lallana actually won his way to that ball, but Peter said that he didn't, but oh well, I got the big advantage anyway, so I really didn't care at that point. And you see there, Lambert doing his best trying to get that goal there. Nice individual effort, which I was kind of surprised I got the corner kick here. It looked like it was a goal kick. It looked like Lambert touched the ball last. But I wasn't going to argue with that. A little bit of luck on my side. Elliott trying to make something happen there, and nice goal there by Lallana. With his 4th goal of the game.
A real comfortable week. Get a coach, sit back and enjoy.
And much like the first game, which you can see Matthew Etherington coming on for Breck Shea, the American international, but just like the last game, this is where the scoring stops, and I was quite frustrated. It's one thing to be denied 10 goals the first game, but I really tried to get 10 goals in this one, but it just didn't work out that way, unfortunately. And see Arnautovic with yet another opportunity on goal, which should have never happened.
Taken away from him on the wing.
Of course, my wingers. If I have to say one bad thing about the Southampton team is that it is the wingers. I'm not sure if it was just because of this game and playing against Stoke, but it just seemed like it just didn't. They just weren't up to the task. And once again, you can see Stoke with an opportunity on goal, which. And I think at that point, I just like, you know what, Southampton's starting to implode. Might as well just kill the game off right here, so. And you can see Elia. I don't know what he was trying to do there. But, Hoieveld with the ball. Alderweireld, the Belgian international. Passing it to Lallana. Trying not to do anything real stupid here. Jose Fonte. Actually, he's earned quite a few plaudits for his displays as a center back for the Southampton team, and definitely one of the anchors of this team. But like I said at the beginning of the video, after a slow start to the season, Southampton's really starting to find their way. And I'm not mistaken, they're either in 7th position or 8th position in the Premier League right now, so they've come a long way, especially since the start of the season, where they started off on a winless run. Same thing with Stoke. I think it was until the 6th or 7th game that they won their first. And they've won like 4 of the past 5. And of course, I got a whole bunch of new signings, including Marko van Ginkel and Xherdan Shaqiri and Ibrahim Afellay, the former Barcelona player. They got quite a stacked team, and you can get a sense that they're starting to gel. But anyway, that's the end of this game, and much like the last game, things end 9-0 here to Southampton over Stoke. You can see the goal scorers there. Yeah, that's the generic oval stadium right there. 4 shots for Stoke, which is a lot more shots than what I would like, but luckily they really didn't able to get any opportunity to poke it in, which I was kind of surprised how poorly, especially Peter Crouch, how he was not able to finish some of them, but once again I was not complaining. Which Punchin with the only assist in this game, which I'd never thought of it, but he did end up getting that assist from Lallana due to that corner kick, but yeah, definitely wasn't the game I was expecting from him, but oh well, as long as I got the clean sheet, I was happy, so, but yeah, that game actually ended up not being too bad, so, but yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this, and I will be seeing you guys again next time.